You're listening to the Get Global Network podcast of Community Party Radio on So Metro Radio. I'm your host, David Samuels. Listen to the show live on the first, third, and fifth Tuesday of each month at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific on So Metro Radio, one of the original member stations of the Get Global Network. Go figure, meanwhile, back in Queens, the realness and foundation. If I die, I couldn't choose a better location when the slugs penetrate. You feel a burning sensation, getting closer to God in a tight situation now. Take these words home and think it through. Or the next rhyme I write might be about you. Sunday show, cause ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Scared to death and scared. Live from Hartford, Connecticut. This is Community Party Radio on So Metro Radio. Commentary on urban issues from a grassroots perspective. I'm David Samuels. Tonight we'll talk about corporate media bias with Bishop Grady, Editor-N-Cheef of Black Fox Newz. Our political roundup segment will include analysis of the mass shooting of Republican Congressman Steve Scalise and three others last week in Virginia. I'll also talk about the release of the Tupac Shakur biopic and share a recorded 1995 phone conversation where Pac discussed his revolutionary community organizing plans. Check out our Twitter page at Community Party 1. The tweet promoting tonight's show includes resource info on tonight's show topics. You can also find ordering info for my book, False Choice, The Bipartisan Attack on the Working Class, the Poor, and Communities of Color. Before we came on, you heard Shook One's Part 2 by Mobb Deep. If you haven't heard, got some sad news to share with you. Prodigy, who's one half of the rap duo Mobb Deep, passed away today at age 42 of complications from sickle cell anemia. Mobb Deep had just performed out in Las Vegas just a few days ago, so this is a big shock to the hip-hop community. We have posted the link to the MTV News report on Prodigy's death on our Twitter page at Community Party 1. Independent media outlet Black Fox Newz, founded by Bishop Grady, is using an innovative approach to informing the hip-hop generation using rap music as the vehicle. BFN broadcast number 7 is a review of the top news stories in 2016. Ken, please play the clip.
R.I.P. Fidel Castro, Seth Ritz, Tommy Ford, Dr. Sebi, Philando Castile, Corbin Gaines, Alton Sterling, Freddie Gray, Samir Rice, Darren Sills, DeAndre Joshua, my nigga Reese, Smoke, my nigga Hot, what up, man? We in here. I tell you little people stop like cross guards when mentioning who going far. Hating, I'm my own navigation, call me on star. Drop jewels, spit the news, kick my views, all balls. Beat these beats up so bad to try stay on the world star. And this ain't even rap, homie, this a broadcast. I give you facts and current events while I talk trash. You all trash if you ask my dudes. You now watching the Editor-N-Cheef of Black Fox Newz. Some states minimum wages over $10 for work now. Tell Taylor Smith and Young Thug to pull their skirts down. We living in ill times. The courts wanna kill my only presidents. I'll vote for myself or Jill Stein.
This shit for president.
Only presidents I need are dead or slave owners. And that's to build my own media. Fuck your payolas. Grady a straight soldier and I ain't having no tantrums. Cause Colin Kaepernick won't stand for the national anthem. Do your history, chump. That song is rooted in racism like Mississippi's Confederate History Month.
Governor Phil Bryant signed a proclamation declaring April as Confederate History Month.
You can't back down because of a few people that are trying to make an issue out of something. And that's why he's standing firm with the way things have always been.
It's rooted in racism like the war on terror, the war on drugs and thugs, the whole war ever. It's rooted in racism like the Blue Lives Matter bill and the whole prison system. Black folks should be mad at Bill Clinton's 3 strikes in the dugout. It isn't funny. This the first year Hillary stopped taking that prison money. It ain't foundation such, but I'm gonna get to that later. Trump went bankrupt 6 times trying to get to that paper. I think WikiLeaks was Seth Ritz to get to that data about the DNC's elections and them rigging it major.
Authorities have ruled his death as a robbery gone wrong. but police records indicate nothing was stolen from Rich.
Rich's murder made national news because of his job with the Democratic National Committee as the Director of Voter Expansion Data.
That was just a robbery, I believe, wasn't it?
No, there's no finding. So
what are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that our sources take risks, and they become concerned to see things occurring like that.
Exposed the whole of politics that's as big as a crater. Neglecting Bernie Sanders, media ain't give him no flavor. Rich got killed probably for trying to give him that favor. Now it's 25K up for whoever gets to them haters. My girl's Alicia Keys bad when you don't see them in makeup, and get more exposure than billionaires in the Panama Papers. A.I. Shaq and Cheryl Swoops made the Hall of Fame, much deservedly. Shit, I don't know about y'all, man. U.S. government got travel warnings for you weird traffickers. For most of the Middle East and the top half of Africa, Tunisia to Congo, Mauritania to Somalia, right next to Yemen where America might body you. Cause Saudi Arabia trying to blow them to pieces with our $1 billion arms deal like the Carmel Reaches. Yo, Brooks Brothers, Brown Brothers, Harriman and Barclays, Norfolk Southern, Canadian National Railway, AIG, New York Life Insurance, USA Today, CSX, Lehman Brothers and the JP Morgan Chase, Lee Boston, Rothschild, Markovia Banks, all benefited from slavery and holding their ranks. On Juneteenth, slavery ended with the 13th Amendment, but everybody except criminals, I thought they was finished, Almost 800 commutations Obama made. Drug offenders out early, the policy's kinda late. I microwave before this $1 trillion debt hitting me, or I can shake shit up like that earthquake in Italy. Over 290 bodies caught in the process. Buildings fell like the Roman Empire's homage paid by the University College. Spain, Africa, cause Genghis Khan couldn't be Scipio Africanus. West Africa, Caribbeans, 13 colonies, and slave trade routes these hurricanes be following. So while we worry about Matthew trying to rape us to death, that hurricane laid almost 900 Haitians to rest. Media companies barely covered it, that's a goddamn shame. Probably exploiting them for minerals through goddamn rain. That's why I made BFN, cause they so goddamn lame. That's why your girl wanna hang like a goddamn chain. She wanna merge like that Bayer and Monsanto deal, like AT&T bought Time Warner for over 85 bill. Mama splurge for majorities if you and me chill, like Will and Jada did the Sixers with that 250 mil. I'm a ridiculous polygamist if we bone. Wifey won't want me to lay the pipe like the government, the Keystone, like Native Americans to the North Dakota access. 17 million paid the cops to bring a mass stress. Rubber bullets, tear gas, concussion grenades, sound cannons, water cannons like a dozen parades. They should have strapped up like that Bundy Brigade. Did that Oregon Federal building like war was nothing to wage. And they probably voted for Trump, so this they coming to age. Guess they don't care about his parties with girls under the age. Forget Gloria Albert trying to get them sluts to get paid. This sexist, racist, rapist can hurt us in hundreds of ways. He got a cabinet full of millionaires with no scruples. Italian and Russian mob ties are so crucial. He wanna bring back stopping French when there's no proof to. Donald with no scams like Bonner with no news. Clinton Foundation on the other hand, front like they be trying to help the brother man when they got another plan. People Bill pimp the Haitian rice economy. Now they use the relief fund to flip opulent properties. Quid pro quo, just how they do their speeches for the lobbyists and leeches. It's the poly on the beaches. The Glass-Steagall repeal that they did led to today's Wall Street takeover, you dig? R.P. Vincent Foster, so shit I can't forgive. They need ego checks, like how the U.S. can't forgive Puerto Rico debt. But even with the Wall Street ties and bald-faced lies, Trump won and took the world by surprise. Make America great again, like that's bravery. It's built off exploitation, racism, and slavery. In other words, this shit was never made for me. So I put the truth to your face like Maybelline. Sterling and Castile, both shot by cops. All charges against the Freddie Gray cops were dropped.
Oh, look, bro, look at his leg. Look at his leg. That boy's leg look broke. His leg broken, y'all dragging him like that.
The Chicago's felony murder rule, now the block is hot. And Lil Wayne speak on racism like an op that shot. What the fuck he thought that song Georgia Bush was about? Man, he been wildin' ever since he made Trout. That's editorial. From the first rapper to do a vid at MLK Memorial. This community service, not just for glory though. The system always trying to curb my people like Beyonce the Drake. Didn't she tell you that she was a savage? You late. See, there's prison labor protests, student loan repayment strikes. Cops killed their marches against killing cops, don't make it right. Like in Dallas when they tried to blame Corbin News for 5 cops killed. Or was it even murder? Where's the proof? Social engineering planned meticulously, and George Soros pays BLM ridiculously. Speaking of billionaires, the Rockefellers funded the Zika virus in the cure. But look it up, don't listen to me. See, I'm a renegade, I know that y'all been afraid. Talk tough and be sweet like that little girl Lemonade. I'm hotter than Super Earth, My thoughts span the universe. Would blast off, but gotta move a few units first. Shout out to the Missouri U football squad. Got the president kicked out cause he wasn't on the job. 400 parts per million carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Highest concentration of all time. We still giving Israel billions in military aid. When they the hub for organ harvesting and Jones made. But I'll be back with more than 7. Gotta hustle, need a new coup. Not talking to Brazilian president. Yeah.
Once again, that was Black Fox Newz broadcast number 7, featuring the rhymes of Bishop Grady, who I'm gonna Editor-N-Chief of Black Fox Newz, who I'm gonna bring in now. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? Peace, my
dude. Hanging in.
Yeah, I'm.
No.
Well, it's a little bit of a delay. I'm gonna ease up, but yeah, peace, my G. Like, appreciate you having me on the show and playing my set. That shit sounded like it was thumping from over here. Like, I could barely hear it. Oh, like I feel real. You know what I mean? It's a good feeling. I'm glad y'all really rock with what I'm doing, y'all. I'm honored. Mm-hmm.
You know, I gotta tell the story real quick. You know, because I want to let you talk, but I gotta tell the story real quick. How I met this brother. I'm at the Chinese spot where I should not be because the doctor's on my ass to lose weight, but I was there and ran into this brother. He was out there, getting his grind on, and gave me his business card. And just from the brief conversation, I'm a person. I go by the vibe. I go by the gut feeling that I have. And just from the brief exchange we had, so something, this is something worth checking out. Came home, checked out the video that you did, the track that you just heard, and immediately hit him up on the text and said, "Man, we gotta get you on the show." So definitely glad that you're here. Want to get right into this the story of Black Fox Newz. Tell the people how you came up with the concept for BFN.
Okay. Well, Black Fox Newz is it really was just it happened so organically. It's really hard to even answer that question straight up. But I could describe the maturation of it. Like, originally, the idea came from a old friend of mine that we should do like the news. Like, but he was kind of thinking of like the Daily Show type of thing, and it was like, and that sprung off of a idea that I had for a video already, which was me end up rapping. You ever hear the intro song? It's called Duck Down. You know what I mean? It has like the gunshots in the beginning.
Yeah, I remember that song. Yeah. Right.
So I was going to do a video for that. And where I was like it looks like I'm giving the news, and then I come out and change clothes, go back out in the streets, and then it's a shootout. You feel me? So I bought that idea, and he was like, "Yeah, you should try to, I've been thinking you should really like just do the news like straight up." It's like, I rock with it, whatever, and basically made it manifest from there. Like started having getting interviews, because I was already involved with like community organizations out there, shout out National Community Action Alliance, you know what I mean? Even big ups to the National Action Network, you know what I mean? And just doing things on my own, you feel me? Even with the music, always try to move positively with the music. So it was like I could do that because I already politically astute anyway. Like, at least I feel like I am at most times, So I made it manifest, and then it didn't really pick off because I pretty much ended up doing it by myself, and things kind of fell off from there. Like, so I got in a situation where it was like, dang, pockets low, whatever. Like, I'm barely getting out here. I'm barely even able to move around. How can I get in the studio and make some music. Like, because you want to make music to let people know that you're nice. Because I am a rapper, you know. So the idea really came to me to just start like rapping about the news. Just as easy as that. And I've done concept raps in the past, so it wasn't a new challenge for me, but it was something I knew I could do, and something that I thought would be different. You know, so like to show people I'm nice. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna show people I'm nice. You're gonna have to fuck with me on some rap shit.
No.
But it still it was because it's a platform. I felt I see like, all right, but even still I can use it to embetter the community. You know what I mean? Like it's my community service, like real talk. From doing it on a Facebook to even just doing the videos and all of that, down to the broadcast. I gotta let people know. If I know what's going on, it's up to me to what am I gonna do with that information, with that power? I gotta let people know. So you see how it's kind of like a chess move. It was like it's just supposed to be. It's supposed
Absolutely.
to be like.
And just to let people know, if you want to, go to the BFN Facebook page, the joint that you just heard, kicking off this segment, we have posted that on the tweet promoting tonight's show. The link includes the link to the BFN Facebook page, and also we're going to talk about the GoFundMe page at the end of this interview. But first, I want to get more into just a conversation about corporate media. What are your thoughts on corporate media, specifically the three top cable news networks that are out there: Fox News, CNN, and MSNBC?
I don't really. I mean, I think they're propaganda machines. I think you find a couple people here and there sprinkled that I feel like might try to do the right thing, and work with their heart. But for the most part, they all caught up in the machine. And I know how it is to be in corporate America. Like I've had a corporate American job before, so some things is like you want to keep that check. Sometimes you gotta bend a little, and it can end up looking crazy. I mean, they wield a lot of power, So it's like I don't know, but I really don't fuck with it. I definitely know it's control. I mean, shit. Once they lied about 9/11, it was over for me. You know what I'm saying? Once I really found out about that shit, it was just like, all right, well, I know they'll just blatantly lie to. Why would I take a chance on anything else? Like, that's a big fucking deal. I saw that shit. I used to go to school downtown in Jersey City or whatever, so it's right across the water from there. I saw that shit with my own eyes. The fact that y'all would do that shows y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all don't give a fuck about us. So we got to rectify.
You saw the planes hit the tower?
I didn't see the planes, but I saw that shit on fire. And, as soon as it happened, we knew about that shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
We were, so it was crazy.
Wow.
I'm gonna turn it
now
up
we
like
just
that.
had.
Show you what type of game we in.
No question. Now we just had a couple of outrageous stories over the past few days. The cop that murdered Philando Castile, he was acquitted on it was Friday, and then we just had Sunday. We just had the police murder of Charlene Lyles by two white Seattle police officers. What's your reaction to both of those stories?
It's the usual, and my reactions. First off, like it's like I told you. I think I just described my distrust for the mainstream media. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when I hear even the stories about this, I try. It might sound cold, but I try not to just automatically react to it. You know what I mean? Like I let it exist for a little bit, but really pay attention to what happens. Like I normally try to read stories as soon as they happen to see what it is. Because normally afterwards, not too long afterwards, they'll change the story. You know what I'm saying? So I really try to keep on top of it like that. But, you know, if how it sounds like business as usual. You know, they're trying to make this into a police state. They're working to actually disenfranchise us all. You know, we have to, and they even down to just, you know, brutally murder us. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be on our guard at all times, mentally, fiscally, physically. You know what I mean? Like, we got to move forward like that. So my reaction is normally always the same. See, a lot of people want to think about how they're going to aggregate people, like get them ready for a movement or whatever. But if you're really on your shit, you know, you around where the movement is. You know what I'm saying? Your movement should be building at this point. Because if it's not, then what are you doing? You know, so.
Well, just my quick 2 cents is, you know, this is your interview. You know, I want to let you do the talking. My belief is is the ruling class. They just basically want to seal off any peaceful routes to dismantling this system because they want, in my opinion, they want a war in the street between blacks and the police so they can justify more repression, more militarization, more racial profiling, harsher sentences, and all that. That's just my opinion.
Certainly, I have actually. If you look at my broadcast number 3, I call it "Dear White People." It's the only broadcast I title. I say in there, like, we the guinea pigs for this government's police state. We're the guinea pigs for it. And always have been. We laid the foundation for this country. You know what I'm saying? And we still are the motherfucking car batteries in this shit. You know what I'm saying? We the batteries in this shit. So it's like, we gotta be on guard.
And what's your take on what's happening with Colin Kaepernick?
Fucked up.
Yeah.
But you kind of knew it was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you really know why it happens at all, you should know you should have known that was going to happen. You know, white people can't handle that on that level. It's too many white people watching the NFL. It's too many. You know, like too many different all types of white people listen. Like, that shit can't go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think sports, because it has such a high viewing rate, like, they have vested interest in controlling the outcome of those events. You know what I mean? And I feel like if you really pay attention, you see it happening before you. Like, you see the fuck shit. See how they set people up to fall. You know, pick and choose who they want to succeed and all of that. Like, you know, you see what's coming. Like, those systems corny shit. That's why I respect the fact that you even call this community party radio. You know what I'm saying? As you know, my company is the Graduation Party. It's named after my first mixtape from 2011. I knew that it sounded like, at the same time, a political party. You know, so the fact that I noticed that this was community party, I was like, man, that's what's up. And the fact that you used that word too, let me know. Like, it's real. These are the type of things we need to do. Like, aggregate. You know, aggregate and cultivate. You know.
I agree with you 100%, brother. Just shifting gears, we got the corporate media. You know, they're beating the drum right now for neoliberal attack on the state of Connecticut, city of Hartford employees. Public sector is the largest employer of black people and women. What do you think of the media supporting the push by Governor Malloy, the Democrats in the General Assembly, Hartford Mayor Luke Bronin, to slash workers' wages and benefits? Right now, the mayor of Hartford, he's pushing this this bankruptcy hustle, which is what it really is, because it was used as the threat of bankruptcy was used in Detroit to get the city workers there to agree to austerity measures, to agree to wage and benefits cuts. They were threatened initially with a 26% cut to their pensions They eventually agreed to cut their wages and benefits. What do you think about this attack on the largest employer of black people and women?
Well, I would have to ask, how do they what is the math on it? Like, how do they like if they cut it 26%, is that like what amount does that save and what could they do with it? Because I mean, sometimes here's the thing, I don't follow Connecticut politics via television like that. You know what I'm saying? Like how we were just talking about mainstream triple-headed monster. Like whether it's Fox 61 or Fox News, like I'm not really trying to watch it. You know what I'm saying? Or NBC or whatever. So I mean, but I can say that I was there on behalf of the Chrysler Center and located in Hartford. They were actually at Capitol Hill while they were making decisions. While lawmakers were making decisions on a budget, and you know, most people were just saying like they were happy that we were there. You know, because the Chrysler Center is they help like mentally disabled, incarcerated, get people back on their feet, right? You know what I'm saying? So or keep people on their feet, and it requires money and time and resources there. So they were there protesting for money, but a couple of the lawmakers had to keep it real and say, or at least I thought they were saying, just everything is not going to make the cut. Like everybody could give you the wishful thinking, but right now, like shit is scarce. So it's like I only know that deep into it, just from being there as far as firsthand knowledge. That's all I know about the budget. Otherwise, I don't feel like I'm qualified to judge it, especially me not being a Connecticut native. I feel like I might not be the one to make a judgment on that. My eyes is just always wary of white people with money. You know what I mean? Keep it always real.
I hear you. No doubt. It's definitely a scam going on. I've been ranting and raving about it, for weeks. But just in the few minutes we got left with you, I definitely want to get your thoughts on the Trump presidency.
Oh, man. This guy, Trump, I can't escape him, yo. I cannot escape him, yo. Fuck Trump, man. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that whole shit, he think we stupid. Think we stupid. You know how you can treat somebody like they're stupid or less than or whatever, and it's like that person might be doing it thinking like you don't know that they're treating you like shit type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's what he's doing. That shit is so insulting. It's so insulting. I can't really ride with this dude. So I try to dodge the sensational stories while I just pay attention to where the money's going.
Right.
With all these
like that budget, that war budget,
matters. Yeah. You know what I mean? They end up cutting the war budget as much as they do the fucking as they do the social budget, and not even factoring the fact in that there's already so much money in the fucking world in the war budget anyway. Through the National Defense Authorization Acts every year. You know what I mean? Like, they think people don't see this shit, and people don't. That's the reality. People don't see this shit, but if you pay attention, you see what they're doing.
54% of the total budget in this country goes towards the military, and Trump wants to increase it by $54 billion, which would be the highest in the history of the country.
Ain't shit, man. You see that shit that happened in Syria? So they going over there dropping off Raytheon missiles and through his setup he gets cuts off of that.
Trump has an investment in Raytheon, absolutely. Yeah, we talked about it when he launched the attack. Yeah, we did talk about that on the show. He has an investment in Raytheon.
They ready. That's how I see this shit. They ready. I will say this though. I treat Trump like a gangster. You know what I'm saying? He got my respect on that. On that level, Trump got my respect as a gangster. I don't like him. Fuck Trump. Don't.
I hear you on that, man. And the last question I got for you, what is your vision for BFN in terms of growth, and how can people support your work?
Well, vision-wise, I expect Black Fox Newz to be BFN is going to be a channel. You know, it's basically I'm creating a news outlet. As far as building it to where we're all over domestically, even international. Focus being hip hop. Hip hop is the communication passageway that's going to take us around the world. You know what I'm saying? And provide. That's how I really see it ultimately. But I still have to play ball. It's still a capitalist society. Still, we expanded to advertising. You can go to www.blackfoxnews.com. That's news with a Z at the end. / opportunities, and you'll see that it actually has prices where you can get your clips in. Something something obviously that we would agree with, because we're about growth. We're not about misleading the people. There's no reason that commerce has to sell out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to market, you have products that are good and healthy for people, then, get in contact with us at Black Fox Newz, and we'll work something out. We right now, we average 1,200 views per video on YouTube. And excellent. This is something that increases, so it's like, rock with us. We have a little momentum, and I'm going to keep going, because I still have to do the broadcast, because I still am a rapper. I'm still going to prove that I'm nice. I still want to, inform our people. So it's happening anyway. But fuck with us in the meantime.
And once again, the Tweet Promoting Tonight's show on our Twitter page at Community Party 1, you've got the link to the BFN broadcast number 7 that you heard at the top of this segment. So you link to that. That'll take you to the BFN Facebook page. And also we have the link to the GoFundMe page. So, if you're feeling what this brother is doing, it's like, look, it's too much bullshit on the TV and the radio. This brother is he's giving the community what it needs, the truth. You feeling, what you heard in this segment, you could go to the GoFundMe page and support BFN, because they are definitely worthy of support. Bishop Grady, it's been great having you on. The time on this interview is flown by. I definitely want to have you back on, because I want to talk about like what's going on, in Jersey and New York and everything, your neck of the woods, and whatever other issues come up between the now and the next time we talk. Definitely want to hear your take on that, and also update us on what's happening with Black Fox Newz.
Sure, for sure. We'll be in touch. It was live. This was live doing it. Like, I appreciate it, the opportunity. There definitely will be something that happens in the meantime, I'm sure. How this shit going. It's just like, everybody just, tighten up and get focused. It's just not time to be playing. It's live. It's real out here. So tighten up. But yeah, check us out, Black. On a lighter note, on a more positive note, check us out at blackfoxnews.com. That's news with a Z at the end, and you'll be able to catch the latest broadcast. Go to /music, and that'll take you to the New World Order album. Shout out to everybody that was on the album: Future Live, Rondo, Top Black, Aaron Cole, Rudy LeBreak, Fele. It's a tri-state movement. BFN, man, we bringing the voice for the people. We bringing the power to the people. For real though, So ride with us. We out here.
Bishop Grady, Editor-in-Chief of Black Fox Newz, has been our guest tonight. Definitely gonna be talking to you again, brother.
All right, man. That's it. Peace out.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
All right, thank you. Peace.
Live from Hartford, Connecticut, you're listening to Community Party Radio on Soul Metro Radio. I'm David Samuels. Going to move into our political roundup segment. Last week, conservatives ranted about the violent left following the shooting of Republican Congressman Steve Scalise